Hey guys, and welcome back to FAMcast. This is episode 54. I'm Trevor, and I'm here with Tim and Trey. And they're they're there. They're hanging out with us, and we're just coming off of just an awesome week. We had an amazing week of gaming news last week, which kind of came out of nowhere. There were rumors all around, but nothing really got confirmed until last week, and it was just like a floodgate opening. We had all kinds of good stuff, especially for those co-op fans out there. Lots of great announcements for our co-op players.
Yeah, pretty good indie titles too.
What was that?
Pretty good indie titles too.
Yeah, lots of good indie announcements, which is pretty exciting. A lot of those being shown more at PAX. So, I mean, really, we've got not only a bunch of great gaming news, but we all just saw Captain Marvel, which was huge. The last in the Infinity Saga before Endgame, which is pretty exciting.
Man, that's next month.
Yeah, isn't that wild? That's only a month away. You see that's what they're officially calling it, is the Infinity Saga?
No, I did not. So that's everything that's Iron Man 1 all the way to this.
To Endgame, yep. Feige said they're calling it Infinity Saga.
Dude, I can't wait for the collector's edition of this whole saga.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be insane.
I'm kind of bummed because I have the collector's edition of Phase 1 and Phase 2, but they never... Unless all of this has been Phase 3 and they're just like waiting, but I feel kind of cheated because I would have picked that up in a heartbeat.
I mean, I think it's...
But yeah, I'm with you,
right.
Tim. I'll pick up the massive 20...
It's like an infinity gauntlet in each thing. It's just like...
You have to take off like the fingernail of the gauntlet, and that's just like
right. I hope Thanos wins. What?
Yes, Goose. Goose was a major part of Captain Marvel, like Anna said. I want to see Goose versus Thanos. That's all I want in Endgame. Let's just put them head to head. I think we all know who's gonna win.
Please stop.
No, Trey's not feeling it.
You're hurting me.
I mean, because there's only one winner.
Oh, I forgot. Tim's a Thanos supporter.
Thanos sympathizer.
Sympathizer. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
But whatever.
So yeah, we do have a lot to talk about with this past week. So the gaming news, Captain Marvel. Tim beat Devil May Cry 5. He's been playing Division 2. Trey's getting Shadows Die Twice on Friday. There's just a lot happening.
Yeah.
So let's I guess we'll just get right into it. What's I'd say maybe the biggest. We'll maybe talk about the biggest announcement for a lot of people. The announcement of Master Chief Collection on PC, which a lot of people we had heard rumors about that for a while. All like the Reddit posts and everything, and the pizza deliveries from like 343 employees, kind of hinting that it was going to be coming out. So what do you guys think about Master Chief Collection coming to PC?
Tim, you go first.
So cool. I'm happy it's happening, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a reason for it to not happen, so whatever. But and maybe it's just coming off of from somebody who's played them already and played it for a while already. It's, to me, it's just like whatever. Like, okay, cool. An audience that hasn't had a chance to play them might have a chance to play them now.
Sure.
Because they didn't want to buy an Xbox to play them. But I don't know. I played them already. I played them a few times already. It's cool. The multiplayer will be fun. I mean, if anything, that's the exciting part, right? Would be the multiplayer aspect of it.
For sure.
Just to be able to play that with people that I haven't got to play it with. But other than that, I mean, I personally never asked for it. You know what I mean? So
I didn't ask for this.
So I'm not just like a lot of people are, but
yeah.
Good. There's, like I said, there's not a bad thing to it. It's not bad that it's happening. I'm never gonna say something's bad for something coming out.
Yeah.
I'm just not personally flabber, clappy, and lappy about it. I don't know words.
Flabber, happy, clappy.
Yeah.
All right.
Tim 2019.
Straight from the mouth of Tim.
It's me, buddy.
So you've got that side, and then you've got Trey, kind of on the opposite side of the spectrum here.
Yeah, I was ugly crying when I heard about that. Oh my gosh! I know to some people like Tim, it's not that big of a deal because we've all played it so many times. But me,
sure.
I love Halo. It has the biggest part in my heart, next to Kingdom Hearts. and like I don't even like Final Fantasy. Like those are like my top 3 basically. And just I can't even think of like this like maybe the competitive play will come out of that. Like they'll have like PC specific tournaments to like the Xbox specific tournaments, and like just the amount of like detail that we're gonna be able to get into with like the Forge mode. It's gonna be even better than
I
what
didn't
it
think
already
about
is.
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And I think from what I've heard, it's only gonna be the first game. Like they're gonna slowly roll them out as they like get the settings and stuff right for it.
That's what I heard. It'll be kind of in chronological order.
Yeah.
As far as also, how they came out.
Reach being on PC is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Like 60 FPS reach is going to be nice.
For sure.
Nice.
Which
I'm so excited
out of all the games, which one do you think you're most excited for in the collection?
3.
3.
I think
that's where I'm at. Like 3 just I have too many good memories with 3.
Yeah, between like 2 and 3, like those two hold like the most memories for me.
Sure.
Like,
well, the multiplayer in 3 was perfect, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't think anyone will disagree that 3's multiplayer was perfect.
Amazing.
Easily.
So good.
Like, that's a reason to be excited by itself.
That's the game I got with my first 360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
my
good
first
choice.
Xbox.
I still have my helmet somewhere in my room. I know I do. Actually, it's on my dresser. So, yeah.
It's so
like,
good.
I guess if that's a reason to be excited, it would be for, like I said, the multiplayer, right? Like, I'm excited to play it because I know you guys are going to play multiplayer, which means I'm going to play the multiplayer. So that's a reason to be excited for it, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that it's coming out on Steam, too, which is pretty interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good thing.
It's kind of random, but I'm looking forward to it.
So on the flip side of that, with it coming out on Steam, I don't know if you guys saw it confirmed today. It's not Play Anywhere.
Yeah.
So if you own it on Xbox, you have to buy it again on PC.
That's kind of a bummer.
I mean, whatever. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it does make sense. Mm-hmm. Like it should be a Play Anywhere, I guess. Like, honestly, if you really think about it, it should be a Play Anywhere game.
Right.
But
like, if you were to buy it from like the
Steam's
Xbox
a better
store,
platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, if you were to buy it from like the Xbox app or whatever, like the Microsoft Store app, that should be Play Anywhere. But if you buy it from Steam, like that's understandably like you're solely buying this on Steam. Yeah, it's totally separate thing.
Because it's its own. And
right, like that's like your preference of like launcher that you want to go through. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure it's different servers than what's going to be on the 360 or the Xbox One, right? Because that's the thing about the Play Anywhere is you can keep your so you like progression or whatever,
right?
And which that's not going to happen because it's different and it's so outdated and stuff. So yeah, I get it.
Which I'm sure will be a huge bummer for a lot of people, but I mean,
it's just one of those games you kind of want to keep separate because could you imagine like how like frustrating SWAT is now? Could you imagine like how insane it's going to be with like all these pro players playing in SWAT? Yeah. Like it's going to be
for sure
very frustrating, and then like playing that like Xbox cross PC, having that like that's going to be like all the Xbox players are going to be like, I hate this, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, they just get slaughtered. That's one of the reasons I hate PC or controller, mouse and keyboard support on Xbox. Like your controller person gets slaughtered, but whatever. One of the other reasons I'm excited is Trevor. I'm excited because of Trevor, because apparently this is Trevor's competitive multiplayer game. Oh yeah. And I want to see Trevor get into a competitive multiplayer game. So Trevor, what do you think then?
It was not good. It was not a good time for me. I was toxic. I was toxic, man.
I was so toxic. Twitch.tv/steak sauce. Don't look at those VODs. Wait. Do it. Look at those VODs.
Those
they're pretty funny.
Yeah, those VODs are still alive and well for whatever reason. Those were really fun days because it's when I had my own 360. I was excited to be playing on my own because the only other time was when I like went over to someone's house and had to play there. So having my own 360 for the first time and then just like really getting into multiplayer. Not that I was ever like super good, but when I did get good kills, I was pretty toxic, and it's pretty embarrassing to look back on.
I hope that comes back. Trevor, bring that back. Please.
No, I can't.
Toxic Trevor. Toxic Halo Trevor.
This is 2019 Trevor,
you
not,
need to talk shit.
2009 Toxic Halo Trevor, 2007 Toxic Halo.
He says this now, and then we get into a match. We're playing some like a group of random people, and he like gets a triple headshot, and it's just gonna come out, and he's not gonna be able to control it. It's just
fuck you, you piece of shit, you fucking get wrecked.
Right. It was bad. It was so bad. But I'm definitely excited for it. I'm like I said, I'm not a a good Halo player by any means, but I did have a lot of fun playing multiplayer with my friends. I've got a lot of good memories with it. So I'm excited to get into some. I always like team matches. I think that's why I like Apex a lot, because it's like a 3-person squad. I've always liked threes. Like even in like thinking back to my Warcraft 3 days, I always loved 3v3s. There's just something about that. There's that trifecta there.
Yeah.
That
it's a solid number, man.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to multiplayer.
Yeah, and a lot of people were or a lot of people were excited for it to potentially be Play Anywhere. So.
Yeah, a little bit of a bummer, but maybe that'll change somewhere down the road. At least,
maybe they'll.
Maybe would it be like Play Anywhere for like the campaign stuff? I don't know if they could be like specific like that, but we'll see.
What I think is interesting is Microsoft also just released. I haven't got to test it out yet, but the whole thing where you can play your Steam games on your Xbox.
Oh. Is that out?
No, it came out the day it got announced. Apparently, I just haven't got to try it.
Really?
But so if you prefer to play on your TV on your Xbox, you can actually potentially stream your PC games, and it's from Steam to your Xbox. Yep.
Interesting. I never heard about that. That sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you posted in Discord the other day, right?
Oh,
well, that's one of them.
Okay.
So I posted that, and then I posted their Project xCloud, which I'm super excited for. Like, I really can't wait for that to flourish because that looks just phenomenal.
Remind the listeners what that is again, because
the Project xCloud was, it showed a little video, and they've been working on this for a year. It's actually supposed to go into public trial this year, where you can play any Xbox. I'm pretty sure it's Game Pass games right now, but any Game Pass game on like your phone. And they have like this controller attachment that you'd put your phone on, and it like hooks in Bluetooth. So you have like, so imagine like your Xbox controller, your phone like this as your screen, and it's streaming your Microsoft games from Game Pass to your phone through like 4G service, whatever.
Okay.
Wow.
And you just play it anywhere you're at. And they were playing Forza, and it was like, it looked beautiful.
The one you were talking about before, not this one. So there's going to be a Steam app on your Xbox?
So I haven't got to experiment with it, right? I haven't got to try it yet, but essentially you can stream your PC to your... So you know how right now you can stream your Xbox to your PC, right? You can. So I can have my Xbox on, but actually have a window here and stream my game to that window. Think of like the reverse effect of that now. So now I can do the same thing for my PC, but on my Xbox on my TV.
With any game?
Control it. But yes, that from my understanding, with any single game, any game in your Steam library that at least has controller enabled support.
Yeah, sure. That's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wouldn't even have to be controller enabled support because they've got keyboard support and everything.
That's true.
Right?
That's true. They got that's
so
true.
Really, you're not limited to what you, other than VR, obviously. But.
Right.
So that's
awesome.
That's a thing. Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Because a lot of people. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're fine. I was gonna say I'm glad that they're taking this this accessibility route. Like they're just making it to where I think they maybe they learned this from Nintendo. Like, hey, we want to make our games as accessible as possible. Yeah, so hey, if you're on the go a lot, here, play your Game Pass games on your phone. If you play a lot of PC games, which you really like your Xbox, go ahead and stream them. So I think they're making a lot of good moves.
A lot
of service moves.
It's funny because you see it the way I see it, which is, I think, the accurate way to see it. Like, they're doing this to make it accessible for people.
Right.
I've read some posts on Facebook, and people talking about, like, how, wow, there's no reason to own an Xbox now. Way to shoot yourself in the foot, Sony, blah, 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 blah. Why would you bring your one franchise to the PC? Now you have no reason to sell an Xbox. Like, okay, but the point is, it's both. Microsoft owns both of them. They so it's still Microsoft, whichever way you go.
True.
So it's not like they're losing out on money, but like you said, they're just giving the people what they want at this point. They're making things accessible. People are going to buy Xboxes. Xboxes are always going to sell because it's still cheaper than buying a high-end gaming PC, right? And there's just people that there's also people who have tons of money but don't give a damn. It's just easier for them to use an Xbox, right? So they're always going to sell to an extent. But Microsoft is making it to where you can play their games on other platforms. And that right now, I think, is the next step, is accessibility, and that's where Microsoft is going. Yeah,
I agree. Because they, especially like you said, the streaming, like streaming the games to the mobile phone. I mean that could only be the start of it. They could take that, like we've talked about it before, gaming as a service. Streaming games directly to your console, even if you have like a Netflix style setup for streaming games. So this could only be the beginning of what we could see from them in the near future.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Looking forward to that Xbox on the Switch, right?
Yeah. which that's kind of like we've heard nothing of that lately.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, that honestly might go hand in hand with the Project X Cloud. It might be the same. Like that makes complete sense that they're the exact same concept.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
because technically the Switch is an Android platform, so
right.
I can see that happening.
And if we get Switch 2.0 and it has like connective like service, like 4G, 5G service built into it, I mean, boom, there you go, winner, chicken dinner.
That'd
For
be
sure.
sick. Man, that would be dope.
Yeah.
So we've got lots of great news, or lots to look forward to from Halo coming to PC, but also a lot of PAX news, or maybe PAX hype.
Hype. I would say hype for sure.
Yeah, the biggest one that I think we're all of us are excited for is that Borderlands 3 tease.
It's been too damn long.
It's been too damn long. Now, again, I know we're all on the same page here. Take as long as you need to make a great game.
Yes.
But I am so ready. Borderlands is, it's just been too damn long.
Ultimate co-op shooter, loot grind.
Looter shooter.
Loot shooter. Loot and shoot.
Loot shooter.
Like, you just can't beat it. The guns are goofy, but they do great things.
Yeah.
Like
it's just like
you can throw a gun for damage. Like what?
Right.
Man.
The character, the customization, the different, like everything about Borderlands is
the
phenomenal.
humor.
The humor is the best part.
The writing is the best part for sure.
Yeah.
And like how long has it been since Borderlands 2?
2011.
And like
maybe.
I hope we're there for it.
Well, we got like
in that room.
We got that prequel thing.
It was good. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but you could tell it definitely wasn't.
It was not Borderlands 3.
It's like what Batman Arkham Origins was.
That's a good
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
Like, it was
Good
good.
comparison.
Yeah, it was good, but nothing too crazy. And another one that doesn't really fit in that, Tales from the Borderlands. That one I think fit really well into the franchise. It obviously played differently, but like the humor was still there. Like the exact same Borderlands humor that you can expect, you got from the Tales from the Borderlands.
Man, R.I.P. Telltale.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
F's in chat.
Great game.
Yep.
Or great company for great games.
Right.
But
like what? Okay, so let's make a quick dream list of Borderlands stuff.
Yep.
Like, what would you want?
You're reading my mind. I mean, honestly, is there a whole lot that they can add from Borderlands 2?
I mean,
what would you want other than what Borderlands 2 already gave you? More claptrap?
More claptrap. Yep.
More claptrap.
Just give me all the claptrap.
So what was the thing? It was like 2.5 million guns or something like that. Like they had a number, like because they had
a lot of guns. It was something like that.
They had a gun generator, right? They had a built-in system that generates guns, like, and it was really neat. I don't know, like that's so tough because like you think of the games like, well, no, that was in Borderlands. You know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
For me, I would at least say like have bosses with like reactive damage or like phasing of some kind, because for the most part it's like shoot in the head, call it dead sort of thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like everything had its own weak spot.
Right. Like give me something where it's like, I think there was a guy, he had like a jetpack, right? You blow up his jetpack, now he's like on the ground, and then maybe you shoot him in the leg to slow him down a little bit, you know what I mean? Like for the most part everything is like a bullet sponge, and that's what always drives me away from like looter shooters, because it's just like you shoot in the head, call it dead.
Right, that's true.
On to the next one. It's like I want to see that reactiveness. I want to see like if I'm shooting something, like if someone's about to throw a grenade, like if I shoot it in his hand, he drops that grenade. Or
Division 2 does really well with all of that.
Yeah. I want to. That's why I want to.
By the way,
like that's just like that's something that I want to see.
Yeah.
Out of a looter shooter, like just because it makes me feel more invested into the game. It gives it more strategy instead of here's his head. Next.
Right.
Next.
What about, and this is a personal preference, because in Borderlands 1 and 2 they both had an in-game of a sense, like kind of like there's that boss, like the invincible bosses and stuff like that. Well, I want a better in-game.
Yeah.
I want something more than just play on a higher difficulty.
That's
right?
that's kind of where I was
A
going.
raid, something like that. Give me another reason to keep coming. Maybe they have an 8-person like boss fight you have to take, and you can take like 8 people with you to fight. Like stuff like I want almost like a Borderlands MMO would be phenomenal, like a shooter MMO.
I was kind of thinking kind of like what you were saying, like raids in a way that they can keep bringing DLC because I think they did a great job with their DLC packs.
Oh god,
I think all of their DLC perfect.
The D&D one was phenomenal. Like with Tiny Tina. Oh my god, that was so fun.
Borderlands 1 was actually the first... No, it was the second game that I got all the achievement points on, even with all the DLC.
We need to play Borderlands.
We did that one time.
Did we?
We did Borderlands 2 on PC one night. It was for like Fan Friday.
I can't remember.
Pretty sure I fell asleep. But, right?
Good times.
So yeah, I'd like maybe more in-game content, like you said, something to maybe build on. Like okay, we've beat like the game, but okay, when's patch 1.1 come out to where we're gonna expand on that, or maybe because I know the way they had it set up previously, you had to like load into every zone. Maybe make it completely open world.
That'd be nice, because like they teased their engine a while ago.
Yeah.
With
the texture thing.
Yeah, the texture ball. And then they went into like a little tech demo with a character, but then they didn't show anything else after that. It looked great. It was absolutely gorgeous. It still was like cell shaded, but it kind of had like the realism to it, and it was gorgeous. Like I cannot wait.
Would you guys be okay with still having the 4 characters to choose from, or would you want a larger selection?
4's fine.
I was gonna say 2. I want melee weapons in Borderlands.
Like a good melee build per se.
That's true.
It's like a viable reason.
Take their gun builder, mix it in with a melee builder, and it's like
maces, axes, swords, hammers.
Swords. I want a swax. Give me a sword axe. Give me a
swax.
A swace, a sword mace, something. It's like goofy.
Guns
they could be so goofy. Yeah. Like give me a cool like. Okay, I've got this pistol that does fire damage, and then I've got this rifle that just shoots really quick with a good scope. And then you like combine those together, and now I have like a fire beam gun or something,
That'd be fucking neat,
it's
actually.
Borderlands.
Like,
I wouldn't put anything past them.
Right.
But we don't know it's actually Borderlands, by the way. Okay? I'm going to be real upset if we go to this and it's like 2K Battle Royale, Duke Nukem, first Claptrap.
I paid $57 just to come to this one panel today, and you didn't show off the one game I paid to see.
Right.
Even though you never promised me that, so I shouldn't be mad.
$57
for
a Thursday pass.
I was about to say,
the reason we would go Thursday, basically.
Yeah. So right now we're not going Thursday, so we'd just honestly, if we didn't do anything on Thursday, I would probably just go to the aquarium or something like.
Right. I want to go to that aquarium so bad.
I know. We said that last year and we didn't have time for it.
Yeah.
Their aquarium is supposed to be super dope.
Yeah.
I also want to go to that Tuscanini's, that ice cream place again.
Oh yes, that place was sick. I wish I was going this year. I really do. Like I love the.
Wait, Tim didn't go to that. Tim did not get the ice cream.
He did not.
It was very good. We'll have to get that this time.
We did get that on vacations with Trevor. Is you go to good food places.
Oh yeah.
Trevor has it like mapped out, like this place, this place, this place, and it's never a letdown.
Every trip.
I promise it'll never be a letdown.
Some like a stealth mechanic in the game. That'd be cool.
Kind of Zero.
In my mind, in my brain, I'd like to see something like, not build your own class. Maybe like you pick a class, and then like they just have more branching off of them.
Like there's just more to it, right?
Yeah. Just
more.
Give me like a base class, and then let me build on how I want to build the character.
Okay.
Would you like it to be stat based? Like put points in different stats?
Oh, I like the skill tree. I've always loved the skill trees.
Their skill trees are great.
That's cool.
For sure.
Like, give me that, but then, like, let's say, like, the game knows that I like shotguns. So, like, maybe, like, one of the trees will, like, okay, well, this is more... He likes more shotguns, so we need, like, morph this skill tree into, like, more close quarters combat. I don't know. I think I'm probably thinking, like, way too much into it or, like, asking for too much, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have a game like that.
I've always respected Borderlands for usually allowing you to go down 2 full skill trees for the most part, right?
Yeah,
so you're not always just stuck with the one, and you can make a goofy combination of 2. You know, so like I had a turret that was like an atomic bomb, but then I could throw 2 of them after I got so far. So I just went and it was just like goofy but phenomenal. Like I always respected them because they really are very lenient with your class builds for the most part.
Yep.
True.
Oh yeah, they're definitely flexible.
Give me new classes. Bring the old ones back. Switch them up. Remix them.
You know what? Do something not a lot of people do with AAA title games and come out the day that we go to PAX. And it's released. And everyone here gets a free copy right now.
All of you, Tim would be like, well, I'm staying in my room the rest of the weekend.
They did that when Borderlands 2 came out. Everyone that was in that room got a copy of Borderlands 2.
So that $57.
So we're paying retail price for Borderlands 3 to go see the announcement of Borderlands 3.
Right. Yep.
Okay. I'm down. I'm still down.
I'm just saying they did that when Borderlands 2 came out. So
nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm down.
I would be hopeful for that.
We can definitely do that. Tim, you also mentioned that Gearbox teased another game.
Yeah, it was actually today, and like I'm kind of curious about it because I guess it's 2K Studios, right? So like it's the same thing, kind of, sort of. Duke Nukem of a sorts, right? Like Duke Nukem was definitely Duke Nukem. It wasn't like is that Duke? No, that was Duke Nukem 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious because the last Duke, was it Forever? Duke Nukem Forever?
I think
the
so.
last one was just terrible.
Hot garbage.
Terrible. Like, so
embarrassing to the franchise.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they're.
Oh, that's the picture there.
Like, yeah, that's it. Like,
dang. Okay.
Some people are thinking Bulletstorm as well, but Bulletstorm is Epic Games, so I don't know
who's that other guy?
Didn't they do a crossover though?
I guess they might have. That very well could have.
I thought they did a crossover.
But see, and that's why some people think it's a battle royale game. Like, I'm not even joking. Some people think it's a 2K battle royale game.
Duke Nukem Battle Royale.
With Borderlands and Duke Nukem and all their 2K games.
I would play that for sure.
But it would be very interesting. Some people also think it's just going to be Duke Nukem in Borderlands 3 as just a playable
as a character. That'd be sick. Oh my gosh, that'd be badass.
It's going to be Gearbox.
Because he fits in that. I mean, he really fits in that, right?
He does.
You think about his humor and everything fits in the Borderlands world.
So it's going to be 2K and Gearbox Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
It's going to be their own PlayStation
All-Stars, yeah. Look, I like PlayStation All-Stars. Y'all can
you and Enders both. I know you both.
Me and Enders and his dad teamed up, but we did really well. I was Drake a lot and Sackboy, and I don't know who they were, but it didn't matter because we did well.
That's a franchise I wish would come back. Was Little Big Planet.
Dude, don't.
They did one on PS4, didn't they?
Nope.
No.
Are you sure?
They did Little Big Cart. No, that was
on PS4.
No, they didn't. They had another game. That Creation Studio had another game.
Yeah.
And they teased something, but it wasn't Little Big Planet, and it never came to fruition. Or I don't know
Dreams.
what the
Media Molecule.
Media Molecule. Yeah. What was the game?
It's that that drawing game. Remember?
It's Dreams. Yeah.
Dreams. Yeah.
Is it out?
Little Big Planet 3 on PS4.
That doesn't count. Anyways.
That doesn't count. Well, they need a better one, okay?
Wow.
I want Little Big Planet 4 now.
Right now.
Like the day after 3 comes out, I want 4. 3 isn't good enough anymore. I want 4.
No, I think the thing is with 3, is that the community's turned toxic. Like, people were just going into people's made levels and just breaking them on purpose, and it was just ruining the game. Yeah. It sucked really bad.
People try to find flaws because they're jerks. They don't want to just play it. Definitely.
Yeah. I think it's great from a creativity standpoint for younger kids, just to kind of gets them into that mindset. I think of all these younger kids, they're going to play games like Super Mario Maker, Little Big Planet, Dreams, and they're going to create their own levels, and it's going to inspire them to get into the the development community, especially younger girls. I think it's going to be awesome that a younger generation has games like this to help not necessarily to get them ready. It's not like you learn everything about coding from playing these games or anything.
Well, you
But they
basically
don't,
do.
because they shut those servers down.
So,
But anyway,
it'll be cool to see what the next generation does with the kind of resources that we didn't have growing up.
well, it's like I think in Dreams, their next game, it's like basically an engine, like a freeform engine, and people have already made like full-fledged games within that engine. Like I'm pretty sure someone like remade Contra with the Dreams engine,
Nice.
and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I think someone else made like a piano simulator or something like that. But I'm interested to see like how far Dreams is going to go because it's already looking awesome.
Yeah. I do want to check out some of the streams on it sometime because I haven't seen any of the people that got into the beta. I haven't seen any of their streams yet, but I'd like to check that out.
Yeah, I don't think it's out this year. I would probably say maybe beginning of next year is what I've heard, but
I haven't looked enough into it to really know anything about like how far along it is. I just know that some people have been playing it in beta, and that's about the extent of what I know.
right.
But we do have some other PAX teases. We got a tease from the people that made Shovel Knight,
Oh yeah. I
Yacht
almost
Club
forgot
Games.
about that.
Their next game. It's not a sequel to Shovel Knight, but it's just kind of another game under their banner. They don't have a name for it, but it looks sick. It's like this ninja-looking guy looking over like a ruined city with like a thunderstorm. Same like pixel art and everything. It looks gorgeous already just from like that one GIF.
Awesome.
So I'm definitely excited to see what they show off because that's going to be announced at PAX. And then the other one that I'm really excited for is Solar Ash Kingdom.
Yeah, dude, that one looks.
What was
Oh
that?
my gosh.
Do you remember the game Hyper Light Drifter? It's it's like an ice. How do you explain it? I don't know how you'd explain. People compared it to Dark Souls. I will say that, but it's like pixelated art. I think it's isometric as far as like the viewpoint, if you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
kind of
Right.
top down. Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
top down. But they compare it to Dark Souls, or I've seen some people compare it to Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's really good, Tim. You'd probably like
But
it.
their sequel isn't like that. They said it takes place in the same universe, but completely different style. It's third person. Graphics are completely different, but it just looks gorgeous. The graphics remind me of No Man's Sky.
Oh.
Just like the intense color palettes and everything, and it just looks really good. You should. There's like a quick minute and a half trailer you should pull up after this.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to see how good it looks. And to Moonpickle's point, Castle Crashers tease for the Switch that they put out the other day, showing the Joy-Cons in the 4 Castle Crasher colors.
Actually, in those comments, they showed the other colors too for the other nights.
I saw that, yeah. I also teased it for PS4 as well. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I'm looking forward to that.
like-
I love that game.
The Castle Crashers is great, but I've played it so much. Like I feel like I'd play it and be like, oh yeah, I've done this before a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I think the Switch the Switch won't suffer, but I think some of the games, like a lot of people are going to buy them like, oh yeah, it's on the Switch. And then you buy it and you're like, oh yeah, I own this already and I've already done this.
Right.
I think there's some merit to them, like some of the party games to where like, oh yeah, like I'll bring this over to my friend's house, something to play together. I think that's where the Switch has the advantage, but I think maybe some of the single player games that they might bring onto it, I think might suffer a little bit.
Right. Like
Not
Diablo
suffer,
would be doing
but-
amazing if it had cross progression.
Yeah, I agree.
imagine?
I would have
Like-
picked it up already if it had cross progression.
Yeah. I just don't want to put another 200 hours into the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
'Cause
Dude,
that would-
blame me there.
That would be such a good game. I still would like to do that for another Fam Friday or
Diablo
yeah. We did that one time. I think it was us three and Zach maybe.
for Wacky Wednesday, right?
Yeah, Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday with fam.
Wacky Wednesday with Fam. Moving on before things get wacky, too wacky. There was something else. What did I mention before? We talked about the indie games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tim, I wanted to ask you. So you've been raving about Devil May Cry 5.
Yes.
You said it has. Well, I won't even take that. Go ahead. Tell the people, the good people of FAM, what you thought about Devil May Cry 5.
So I'm gonna try to say this without spoiling anything. Okay.
Yep.
So it's been like 11 years since Devil May Cry 4, and I'm a huge fan of the series. Always have been. Devil May Cry was actually one of the first action games I ever got into. So it like will always hold a special place in my heart. This is one of the first. Well, it was one of the first good action games to begin with, and like I remember that was back when I started renting video games at like Family Video and shit. Right back when that was relevant. So like that was like one of the first games I rented. It is a great time. So game holds a special place in my heart. And when DMC Devil May Cry came out, I was utterly appalled because I thought Devil May Cry was gone. The Devil May Cry I knew was just they were just ending it. Right, especially with basically how open Devil May Cry 4 left it. I was just so sad. Not that DMC Devil May Cry was bad, because it was fun. It just wasn't the Devil May Cry that I wanted and that I knew. Right. So last year E3, Devil May Cry 5 gets announced. I'm flipping out, going crazy. Turned my day completely around.
Yes, it did.
And I finally got it. And leading up to Devil May Cry 5, I was actually skeptical. Because, and I kind of talked to you about this, right? Like, I was just like, I don't know how it's going to be because it's been so long and they have so much hype to live up to. And oh my God, if it didn't hit all the hype. Yeah. So much fan service in that fucking game. It's not even real. Like,
I want to play it so bad.
I could not have asked. I couldn't have envisioned a better way for that story have gone. Because there are some times I'm playing it and like, hey, yeah, I had fun the entire time. There wasn't a single time I had fun. And to another reviewer's point, you play, you have the three main people you play as, right? You have Nero, which fucking love that he's back. And one of my biggest questions that I was super concerned about that they were just going to forget about got answered within like the first 10 minutes of the game, so I was pumped once that answer got happened. So I was super it's such a stupid question. Like, it's such a stupid thing to be concerned about, but I was afraid they're just gonna forget about it. If you guys are a fan of Devil May Cry 4, know anything about Devil May Cry 4, you know who Kyrie is, right? I don't know if you guys know who Kyrie is, but that's Nero's girl. Like, that's the whole purpose of him being who he was in Devil May Cry 4 and finding his way through it was. And there's such a good love story that I thought they were just going to forget about the whole thing. And they didn't. And I'm just so happy that it was relevant again. But, like, you play as Dante, you play as Nero, and you play as this new character, V, right? And you don't play as V a ton, which is good because V's fun, but he can kind of overstay his welcome after a bit in terms of gameplay, right? He's fun, but you're just like, okay, I really just want to fucking get into it. But he's good, he's unique, he's fun to play as because he's unique, right?
He's more like defensive,
unique.
Right?
He himself can't damage demons. He summons pets to do the damaging for him, but he has to do the finishing blow. So the demons can't kill him, but he can't hurt. It's weird. It's a wacky system, but it works. Especially, it's badass when you're making combos with him because you're like, this thing, do this, and then you jump in the air and stab him to finish him. Like, it's pretty badass. And the game just reeks of fucking wrecking shit badassery, like style and everything. Like, you don't feel much better until you get that triple S rating as like Dante going through his arsenal of weapons that he gets because it's Dante, and they kept that in there, which is like they just. Bro, the fan service was real.
I cannot.
The fan service was on top. The story, you're sitting there watching, even the cutscenes. You're just sitting there watching the story, and you're just like, "This is happening." Oh my, what's going to? And you're just like, oh my God, it's just so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
so good. There's my like. I got calmed down now. It was
chill out.
It was intense, man.
So you told me that it's actually tied with Resident Evil 2 as your like potential game of the year.
It really I didn't think anything would come close to Resident Evil 2. I thought Devil May Cry might have a chance, like maybe, and it was a very slim chance because Resident Evil 2 is like my favorite game of all time, right? Sure. The original and blah blah blah, and the remake was just a perfectionate made version of basically of that game, right? So like it's really hard for me to envision something to top that, but to have an actual sequel now, so not like a remake, right? It's an actual sequel to a game series that I love so much. I could not choose between the two, right? It is so they're both so good, and Devil May Cry did so well. The fan service was so real, and I told you I didn't read the reviews or look at any reviews until after I played it, and I was so happy to see I wasn't the only person like who clearly enjoyed the game. Like, it is so well done, and I can't wait because I know we'll get another one because they're not going to let that die. Like, it did so well. I'm just,
That's great, man. I mean, this is a great year for you.
Dude, fucking this year. This is great to be a Tim this year, let me tell you. Like, I think I still get Gears 5 coming out this year. Yep. Like, it is so good.
That's right, you get your 3.
I do.
And then you're done for the next 5 years.
That's right. That's right. I just don't need anything else.
Yep.
But you played Devil May Cry 5 a little bit, right, Trev?
Yeah, I played maybe like an hour or two. I think I might be like 2. The missions are like fairly long, maybe like 20 minutes each.
Right, but like coming from someone who never played one before, right? This is your first.
No, I played Devil May Cry 1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me you did that a long time ago.
Yeah, like I don't remember anything about it.
How did you feel about the game?
It feels good. Like I enjoy it. There were a few things I had to get used to, like the because you start off as Nero, and I'm still not used to the devil breakers. Like it's weird that they're basically like you use them as ammo. Like
it's like
that part's kind of it's like a gun. So that part's kind of weird. So I have to get used to that. I'm definitely not used to the combos either. So I mean that just comes with playing the game. I've only played 2 missions, and then the guns suck. And I know that that's just because I'm starting off. But it's like when I'm doing so much damage with like the swords and stuff, and then it's just like, and I know you said like they're used for combos and.
So the guns will never do a lot of damage. No matter where you get into the game, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage, right? It's to keep you at range. It's to let you keep your combos running. It's to help you do damage at range. But they don't want to make them overpowering.
Oh, so no, I understand that.
So and they've never done a lot of damage in any Devil May Cry game
for sure.
ever.
And trust me, I'm more of a sword person anyways. Like I'd much rather get like close and personal and hack things. So I'm not using the guns all that much anyways. Right. I use them if like I think I was doing like a combo where I'd like sweep them up in the air, do a combo and knock them down, and then I'd shoot them while I'm still in the air to keep the combo going. So a few things like that I was using them for, but nothing that like made me. It wasn't anything like, oh man, this game sucks now.
If you ever play enough to get to Dante, one of the best parts about playing as Dante is his arsenal is so big, especially as you progress. Like his arsenal is just huge. Like comboing with him is the most fun thing because you go from like sword to other weapon to shoot this gun, switch to this gun, do this new weapon, pop, and you're just like juggling and just fucking bonkers. Like it's fucking nuts. And as you unlock combos, it gives you better things to make better combos with. Like, like this fucking dude, it's gnarly. Like I saved a clip. And yeah, it's phenomenal.
Cannot wait to play, man.
You should play, Trey.
It's been too long.
I'm excited to play more of it. Just need to let things cool down a bit, and then because I don't really have anything coming out anytime soon. I don't think.
Yeah, January through March was everything, more or less, up until I don't know when. Yeah. Like and I'm okay with it. I don't even care. I'm content with the year already, and sold, and whatever else happens, and I don't care.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how the rest of the year goes.
Yeah. I'm looking for Sekiro. It's coming out this week. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And see, that's even in March. Good. Like.
Yeah, it's this week. 22nd.
Yep. Pretty crazy.
Division 2 came out in March. Anthem came out, even though that was, wow, what a letdown that was.
Yeah. That's a big
and I was hyped for it, man. Like I was hyped. I have it on 2 systems. Like I was hyped. And my God, if that game just didn't die. But Division 2 made up for all of it because Division 2 is a lot of fun.
Right.
That's good. I'm looking forward to play that too. Yeah. I mean, Division 1 was like okay. It was really fun when it first came out, but kind of died off because they didn't have the content there. But it looks like they know what they're doing this time around.
They already have the content, which is crazy.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things so far. So
it seems like they've got a good game plan like lined up as far as like their future content and everything too. Like that's awesome. Kind of set their expectations with the players. Yep,
which is great. The communication has been great. There's been a bug in the game that's it's not fatal, but it's really rough to play with it. Like you'll put like a turret out and it'll just go away, just disappears and goes on a 15-second cooldown. And they're fixing it already tonight. Like they're like, look, we know it's priority fit. It's priority 1 right now, and they just issued a thing saying that's just probably happening right now that they're putting out a patch for it.
You know what else comes out tonight?
Baptiste.
Cannot
wait.
Wait,
is that the new Overwatch person?
Yeah. New Overwatch
Can I talk about him for a second?
Huh?
Can I talk about him for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
So here's the reason why. I have a buddy at work that loves Overwatch. Like, he plays Overwatch all the time, and I enjoyed our little community night. Like, I played Overwatch a few days now, like, just getting on, playing some McCree, getting my McCree on, like, enjoying myself. It's been a good time. But I hear this guy is broken as shit, and he's already gone through several nerfs because of how broken he is.
He's not that broken.
I hear he has a shield and invisible, and like a mini Zinvala. What's his name? Is that his name? The Zen dude that you like to play, Trev?
Zenyatta?
Oh, yeah,
Zenyatta. Like, he has like a mini Zenyatta ult, like, but it's not his ult. It's just a little force field. It makes you all invulnerable for a moment.
Yeah.
He has... What else does he have? He has a lot. He can jump really high, apparently.
Yeah. Yep.
Fault says it's like a J skate.
It's like a J skate. Yeah, okay. Oh, dude, I understand that, Jace. I understand that. That makes sense.
Yeah, so his E is the immortality field, which is, like you were saying, like a Zenyatta, his ult. But it's on like it's destroyable, though. That's the thing about it.
Okay.
You can blow it up, or you can knock people out of that field and then kill them, which is what's going to be the play around him. So, like, you can have people get super low, blow that thing up, and then just kill them all right then and there. Like, it's mainly, I think, in my eye, it's going to be used for, like, surviving ults. So, like, say a Diva Bomb goes out, you throw down the immortality field.
Right.
Your health pool will, like, shrink massively, but
you'll live.
You'll survive. But then after that's gone, you're screwed, unless you don't have that healing there. You know what I mean?
I heard his gun can, like, take you out in 1 3-round burst. Like, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
No. That's not true.
I'm just...
That's not true.
This sounds like some Baptiste propaganda.
It does a decent amount of damage, but it doesn't kill people like that. It is a 3-round burst, but it doesn't do that much damage.
Now I want to play League of Legends. Just because...
I've been
just because
actually,
King said it.
The Kale rework just came out, and Morgana. Well, more like a Morgana reskin, but...
I'm surprised you're keeping up on it. Like, we don't even play.
Yeah, I want to play it.
I'm kind of surprised you're keeping up on it, too.
Yeah, Kale looks sick, dude. Kale is
I always have it
now.
downloaded.
Me too.
League of Legends is one of the games I download first on any computer I ever get. Do I ever play it? No, but I love League of Legends, so I always have it.
You know what? We should do some Heroes tomorrow.
I'm down for Heroes.
I haven't played Heroes in a while.
I haven't played Heroes in a long time. Actually, they're doing a big rework of Heroes tonight.
Did you see the new skins for that?
Yeah.
It looks sick. All like
Super sick.
cyberpunk and everything.
Yeah, the Cybergoth or whatever it's called.
Yeah, they look sick.
Super dope.
We should totally
maybe we could play some Heroes, maybe transition in some Apex.
Yeah, I'm down. We can start
with
Heroes. We could start with...
Season 1 of Apex starts tomorrow.
I'd be down. I don't know what Season 1 even means, to be honest.
It's not much, really.
We'll...
It's exciting because you think of Fortnite, how they have like their battle passes.
That's exactly
you get all
what
this
it is.
content.
It's a battle pass.
It's exactly what it is, but it's a lot more underwhelming. Like at least from what I've seen so far, the only thing that I've seen in Season 1 of Apex is going to be Octane, which is the new character.
Which is very underwhelming.
Is meh. Yeah, his kid's underwhelming. He seems like he's going to be pretty cool, but he's going to be a very like use case scenario kind of character. And then the skins are just like, they're very lackluster. It's the same character skins that we have now, but with like face paint.
Which is dumb. I hate when they do skins like that. Like
it's super frustrating. Like the epics that we have now, which are like they have like moving like animations on them.
The purple is better than the legendaries. Am I wrong? Like I feel like the purple is better than the golds. Whatever the.
Oh yeah.
Because the purple tiers are cheaper, but they have the motions.
Yeah, the motion in them. Yeah.
The other ones don't.
Awesome.
They're just plain skins.
Right. Like the legendaries are like they changed like the way the character looks entirely, but they don't do anything cool.
They don't do anything cool.
Yeah. Like the motion ones are fucking cool because they
way
got motion in them.
Like even in COD, even in Blackout, like one of the skins is I can be a complete zombie.
Right. Dude, Blackout.
That's awesome.
Blackout has been killing it with their skins. Like
that's sick.
They're awesome. Like like there's ones where they just change the color. But that's like something you just have with the skin. It's like I play, what's her name? What's the Asian one, Tim? I forget.
I can't think of her name, but I know what you're talking about.
I play her. And like she's got like one skin, which is like her normal skin, but then you have the different colors. Then like the next one, like another tier that you can get of her, it like changes her entire. Like she's like a samurai in the next skin.
Yep.
And then the next one, she's like a Victorian or something, or then it's
Like,
skin after
they're
that. She's
legit
like
skins.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like super sick, man.
And they're all part of the battle pass. Like all the good ones are, and it's COD is, and Blackout is still great. Like I still love Blackout. It's still my
Sure.
Me
favorite
too.
battle royale game.
I mean, Apex kind of took that, but yeah, it's definitely like Apex, and then like Black Ops. Those are like neck and neck, but
Nice.
Apex is a little higher.
I'm not as good in Apex as I am in Blackout, so that's like the reason Blackout's still there. Like I
Right,
love
right.
Apex. It's still a lot
Understandable.
of fun. But yeah.
Yeah,
And-
the battle pass is super underwhelming, and I haven't even like looked at the pricing just yet. But I don't know. They teased out a new gun possibly coming in season 1, but I don't know. I just want them to like balance everything in this patch. Like, just give me like, I want the Mozambique to be decent, not hot garbage. Like, I want every gun to have its viability. You know what I mean?
That is the one thing I think about Apex. That's the worst part about Apex. It is way more RNG heavy than any other battle royale game
Yeah.
I've ever played.
Yeah.
Because
It's
it
like-
doesn't matter. Blackout, you can get a pistol and do just fine if you can use it, right?
Right.
In Apex, you could just get a shit gun, and that's it. That's game.
Yep.
GG. You can't do
Alternator.
anything about it.
You're
Yeah.
done.
You can't do anything about it. Like, who makes a freaking SMG have 17 bullets, 19 bullets, and that's not enough to kill somebody?
Yeah.
Like, that's just.
I think-
it's just,
Like, the thing, they need to either like add more guns or like more variety with the guns, I guess, because a lot of them pretty much feel the same. For the
oh,
most
that's
part.
true too. Yeah.
Like, and I don't understand how like the light ammo has like, what is it, 3 different pistols? I think, because it has the automatic
There's like an
pistol,
automated, single shot.
the semi, and then the single shot,
yeah.
like
okay,
the like
yeah.
3-round burst one. So it's like,
Right. Oh, there is a 3-round burst one. That's right.
and they're all like meh. They're like okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's good to have like those like lower tier guns, but like
But if you get that, you're just screwed.
give them
Like,
some
just-
kind of viability. Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't want to just be SOL because I went to the wrong building.
Right. Well, I
Um,
mean, which is that's just the
I guess it's
the
battle
Battle
royale
Royale.
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm totally down for HOTS tomorrow.
yeah. I'd be down with that.
I'll try to stream. We tried to stream it, right? Because
Yeah,
that's
we'll
that's
give
like
it a
one of the
shot.
reasons we don't stream HOTS is like
It's
we just
very.
We'll see if it
not
works.
Streamable.
yeah.
Yeah,
Killer sense of humor said Borderlands on Epic, and then it made me think of how the how Octane looks like a character from Borderlands.
Borderlands. Yeah.
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 I mean,
Not
it's
wrong.
honestly, I think I can see why people are going to the Epic launcher. It makes sense, like fiscally for them. They're going to be making more money off of it. It's a little newer, so definitely it's giving them the chance to make more money and like build that platform too. So I totally get it.
For sure.
Yeah,
Well,
heavy
I-
ammo weapons for the win for sure.
I do
Yeah,
like the
long-
heavy ammo weapons.
Longbows all day, baby.
I
Dude,
think the only
Longbow's
thing
so good. The
I love it.
hemlock, yeah, hemlock.
Yeah.
Hemlock's where it's at.
Hammerlock makes me
see
think of
what you did there.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think the only thing we haven't covered that we said we were going to was just kind of maybe a quick review of Captain Marvel,
Sure.
because I know we're closing in on that hour, but it'd be nice to maybe just kind of give our quick impressions of what we thought of Captain Marvel. Trey, I'll have you go first because I think you might have the most to say out of either of us.
Okay. Within the confines of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, excellent movie. Awesome. Loved it.
Right.
Great pacing. Like, as an origin story movie, solid. Good. Golden. Probably one of the better ones out of, like, all of them. But when it, as, like, me, as a Marvel intellectual, as a comic book reader of Marvel, I was not a fan. I was not a fan.
So why?
There were a lot of cool Easter eggs. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That has like potential to be something.
And we're
Dude,
going
we're
to
not
say
gonna
no
know for a
spoilers
while.
on this, right?
Hmm?
We're going to say no spoilers.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Just in case anyone in chat hasn't seen it.
Okay. So basically, my only gripe was the scrolls. That's it.
Okay.
Just the way
Because
that
they
they were
made-
portrayed.
Yeah, but the way that they portrayed the scrolls, that's it.
Okay.
Which I understand why they did it, but
Sure.
that's it. That's all I get. That's all
Sorry, I didn't mean to like cut you off there. I just knew you were about to say it, and I was like, I don't know if everyone's seen it in chat.
No, yeah, that's it. The how they were
Yeah.
portrayed bothered me.
Okay.
As a comic book reader, it bothered me. But that's it. It leads up to more stuff, but that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I think it did. Captain Marvel did for Marvel. What Wonder Woman did for DC, bringing that female empowerment to the cinematic universe that we haven't really had before, to where it's not really like overly sexualized. It's just straight, just superhero, female superhero, and not someone that's just like on screen to look good. So I know a lot of like internet people are upset because of like some of the comments are like, oh, this movie's anti-male and Disney.
Get over yourself.
Yeah, that is exactly, Trey. Exactly. Get over yourself. Not everything is made specifically for you.
Right, like they're not gonna put the OG Carol Danvers costume in that movie. There's no way.
Yeah,
there's
like
no way.
It's
That's
not
such
in
an
there
old
for
costume.
What's that?
It's such an old costume, anyways. It's like
Yeah.
when people think
It's
Captain
okay for
Marvel, they
things to get
immediately
updated.
think of the new design, like
Yeah.
almost immediately. Like no one remembers her old costume, unless you're like an avid
Right.
like Captain Marvel reader.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Tim? What did you think overall of the movie?
So
Spoiler free, obviously.
Yeah, the movie overall, I thought I had fun with it. It was a fun movie. I had no problems with it as a movie. I don't know much about the races and stuff like you, Trey, so I don't really have much to say about on that thing. Before I watched the movie, I read up on Captain Marvel because after Infinity War, because after that teaser, I wanted to kind of know who this person was, right?
Right.
So I read up on it, and again, without spoiling anything, I felt like the origin story wasn't accurate. Am I wrong in saying that?
I know they tweaked it, but I don't.
They flipped it a little bit for the
Right.
cinematic universe, but
Okay, because it's
It's
the
still
way
pretty
I
accurate.
understood it went different, but that's okay. So her personality slightly bothers me. So she's very cocky, extraordinarily cocky.
yep,
Yeah.
that's Captain Marvel.
Right? And I get it. She's powerful.
That's Carol Danvers.
Right. And like, so she's the actress is a very, very, very big, well-known feminist, like huge feminist, right? And I don't care. Like the movie was great. The whole male thing doesn't bother. I give two shits about that, right? None of that bothers me. I can't even talk about that. Well, kind of. It was a trailer. Everyone saw the in-game trailer, right? The new one with the right.
Most people, yeah.
I mean, can we talk about the trailer for the in-game? Like, I don't know. I felt like, God, there's not like I don't know. I enjoyed the movie. The movie was great. There's nothing wrong with the movie. It was fun. Her acting felt she just felt like she was just portraying a very strongly thought character of I'm not just a superhero. I get the feeling she's not just a superhero. She is a female superhero.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's making a very big point that no, I'm not just a superhero. I am a female superhero.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I feel like we should be moving past the fact that okay, you're a superhero. Why do we have to you're a superhero? Like, it's awesome. No one's taking it away from you. That's awesome. But no.
So
I'm a female superhero.
So I think there's a lot of underlying things in the movie that a lot of non-superhero females deal with on a daily basis. Being told that they can't do a job because they're a woman, that they're not good enough because they're a woman, they're not strong enough, they need to control their emotions. So I think there's a lot of underlying things that happen to Captain Marvel that women and girls watching it can kind of empathize with. They can say, hey, I've been through something similar. It's awesome to see how powerful Captain Marvel is and push through that and overcome it and show that she is better than what people think. That's my take.
I mean, she's not my favorite, but that's just me.
I get it. I don't know. I would just like to move past that whole thing, and just be a superhero. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, look at Black Widow. She's badass. Look at the chick from Black Panther. She's even more of a badass than Black Panther. Like, you know, like, it's just, you're a superhero.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes to the point to where it's like, it's the whole shut up and dribble sort of thing. Like, I don't know. It's Black Panther to me is what Captain Marvel is to women.
Right.
If that makes sense.
And that's fine. And look, I guess I don't understand it, right? And that's fine. I'm not going to understand it.
Yeah. It's a seeing eye to eye with that superhero. Like, there's not a whole lot of female superhero movies out there, or female superheroes represented in the movies. So that's why they made Captain Marvel so like in your face. Like, I'm a woman, I'm a superhero, I'm about to fuck shit up. Deal with it. That is her character. Like, she is a super cocky, I don't care who you are, I'm a woman, I will mess you up sort of thing.
I don't need Captain America to come and save me. I'll save my damn self.
That's just how it is, man.
Yep.
That's the way it is, man. It's like, there's not a whole lot of black characters. Like, when I saw Into the Spider-Verse,
if not the best Spider-Man movie ever.
I wept. Like, my inner black child in me was weeping because Brian Michael Bendis has single-handedly made the best, like, Spider-Man to me, the best character in Marvel, period.
That movie's so fucking
Miles
good.
Morales is one of the greatest comic book characters I've ever gotten to learn. I love him to death. Like, if I ever to see Brian Michael Bendis, I would kiss him on his bald head.
And then he signs a Superman book and gives it to you.
Right.
Yeah. It hurts a little bit.
I mean, overall consensus, the movie was good. It was a good movie. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
My only fear for the movies going onward is I don't want them to make it to where she's just going to run over Thanos. Because that would piss me off. That would piss me off more than anything.
No, I agree. 100%.
Like, if she just comes in and is like, yeah, you're Thanos. Whack! Okay, bitch, you're down. Here I am. Like, that. I think you want to see me leave a movie? I'm going to leave that movie.
I think that's where you're coming from. I get that. I totally side with you on that because it's going to take a hell of a lot more to take it down.
It better. Like, it fucking better because I will be an irate nerd in that movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, I will be so upset if she just comes in.
It's going to be like a
3-hour
movie.
It better be a 5-hour movie.
Something like
I
that.
just sit there and enjoy my day.
She's powerful, but she single-handedly is not powerful enough to take down Thanos.
I'm letting you guys know as soon as tickets go on sale, which hopefully will be. If it's not this week, I'll be surprised because normally they go on sale well before now.
Yeah, like the
So I think they're just waiting for the Captain Marvel hype to die down a little bit before ticket sales go live. But I'm telling you, as soon as they go live, I'm buying tickets for the three of us and KB at least, if not more people, and we're gonna have an awesome time.
Oh yeah, no, I had that day already requested off. Like, that's done. It's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I'm off that day, or I'm gonna call in and be like, I'm gonna leave work early and be like, I'm not feeling so good.
Gotta flex. Gotta flex.
That's right.
Yeah,
man, I cannot wait. Cause like soon after that, we got Far From Home. You know.
It's the only disappointing thing is that they've shown off trailers to movies that like come after Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It's a money thing at that point, not a keeping it real point. But like,
it's a like I think I might have talked to one of you about this already. The fact that in the latest Endgame trailer, Tony Stark's like with everyone else.
Right. That's another thing, right? They totally just spoiled that. Like, right. They definitely spoiled that.
When is he with everyone else?
With all the white suits. All the quantum suits.
Like, it's like,
no, that's War Machine.
No,
that is, go back and rewatch.
Two different people. Okay, no offense, but War Machine is black. Tony Stark is white.
I gotta go. I
didn't get those two
confused.
Him and Nebula are both there.
You cannot not see Robert Downey Jr. Like, he's definitely.
He's 100. He stands out. He's a good-looking man. He's there.
It's like it's one of those things. Like, okay, that much I get though, because like you knew he was gonna. Like,
still, like.
Right, no, I get it. Like, everyone thought the same thing. Like, I get it.
It's what we get for watching trailers, I suppose.
Which is so... Look, if they just put a trailer and it was just called Endgame, I'd be like, okay, we're good. It's towards the end.
Oh, I see him now. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
We still don't know
Man.
how, I guess. So at least they didn't
Like
you know.
that's an understandable anger, I guess. But it's like, you know, they're gonna come together.
well,
Like,
I think the problem, and I can
just don't
agree
know
with
how.
Trevor, is they build up the whole like first trailer of Tony Stark on this
That,
ship.
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die, by
Exactly.
the way, Pepper. Just so you know, I have no air in a day. So you're like, oh shit, how is he gonna get out of it? Is this what's gonna happen? And it's like, nope, fuck it, I'm in a white suit now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
Because
get
that's
it.
like you said. That was the whole like. You're like, oh man, he's like stuck in space. Like you feel
Right.
for this guy. And
Right.
like, well, everything's cool. Let's
Everything's cool.
go save our friends now.
Right.
But like TJ Killa said, there's still the mystery of how he gets saved.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we at least know he's not dead yet.
Right.
We'll see how the movie ends and see how many
No,
people are dead.
Look, a prediction now. Captain America, I feel, is gonna die.
We need to do a bingo
Oh,
board.
yeah.
We
We need to do a bingo
But
board
look,
for Avengers.
Tony Stark can't die. I will cry. I will weep. Tony Stark can't go. Not my Tony.
He's like, sorry, Tim, my contract's
No.
fulfilled. I'm done.
So I will. Oh my God! You'll have to carry me out of the theater. Like I will
it's
be
like-
just in your arms crying.
Yeah, I think maybe even both could die. I almost for sure know that Cap's gonna die.
Like I just
He's done being
I know,
Captain
and
America.
I know, and Chris, what's his face already
Evans.
like basically is said he's done with Marvel and blah blah blah. Which granted, there's other ways that can go, but like this sounds so bad. Like I'd be okay if Cap died because you know if he does die, it's because someone's gonna die, and that's the worst part. So you have to like pick and choose your people.
Yeah, right.
But like I can't. Like Tony can just retire, right? Like he can just
right.
retire. That's all. that
Don't
needs to
die
happen.
and just retire.
Just retire.
Just stop. Just don't do it anymore.
do
We're gonna kill him,
Just don't
dude.
do it.
Dude,
Just
when,
pack it
when
up.
Thanos stabbed Tony in, oh my God, I like
Yeah,
sitting
that was
next to
rough.
a random person. I'm just like, no. That's so sad. Can't.
No, I don't think so at all. TG Killer. I don't think so whatsoever. He says, "Do y'all believe Marvel movies will go downhill after Endgame?"
I think we're only getting started.
Yep, I think it's
It-
just
so-
we're gonna get our next arc, our next 10
Yep.
years.
We got
I
the
hope-
next saga.
I hope you guys are right. My fear is Captain Marvel. Like, she is so powerful that's my biggest fear.
But she's not that. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Like
I'm with Faults. I want to see Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
Oh, well, I mean,
We'll get
what
X-Men.
happens in Captain Marvel? We'll see about that one.
Right.
We'll see.
Kind of a spoiler alert.
I
just give me, because what the X-Men or the Fox deal went through.
Yep.
So
We'll
that's
get X-Men.
done.
We're
We
gonna
got
get
X-Men.
Oh,
We got X-Men, and we've got Fantastic Four coming.
Okay.
Please,
A good one.
a good one. And then maybe when this Dark Phoenix movie comes out, like that'll tie in somehow to this next arc, this next saga of
Right.
Marvel movies. You know.
What were you gonna say, Trev?
I've got a good way that a fun way I want to close out this podcast.
Okay.
So we all always look forward to the end credit scenes, right? Because it always like puts a teaser about the next movie, like what's coming. With this saga being over, what do you hope or what do you expect to see from the end or the end credit scenes from Endgame?
Tim, I can let you go first.
So to me, an end credit scene means it has to set up for something else, right? It has to set up for the next thing, right?
This is
So-
complete. This is what your vision for it is. It doesn't have to be anything.
Iron Man happily sitting at his house with a wife, Pepper Potts, and a child, and they live happily ever after the end.
Nice.
Perfect. Done.
Great.
Honestly,
No,
I hope
Tim's is Thanos. Thanos just like
Thanos
sitting on his farm.
wins.
Everyone's
Yes.
still dead.
Thanos just wins. Like he's just everyone tries to fight Thanos. Thanos says no, go away, and it's just like
I mean,
and like he wins. And everybody, and it shows in the end credits that holy shit, Thanos was right. Look at all these plants doing super well now that half their population is gone. They're flourishing. Everybody has full bellies, like he was saying. Holy shit, who would have thunk it? That would be the perfect end scene right there. Or, we get a tease of Galactus or something. I don't know.
Damn, we're just going for it, huh?
I mean, hey, they acquired that right. I mean,
that's right.
You never know.
I would love the next arc to be Galactus. And not fucking Stormcloud Galactus. Jesus.
Right.
Like, oh my god.
So embarrassing.
If it's okay with you, Trey, I'll go next because you're gonna have the best guess out of everyone.
Yeah. Go for it.
So what I would like, Doctor Doom looking over his looking out on the balcony on his castle, just kind of like looking out over
Latveria?
Huh?
Latveria?
Yeah, thank you. Just kind of like looking out, maybe like something would have happened, like maybe there's like a crash site or something like that of like maybe where a battle happened and he's just like overlooking, and like that's it. Like you just see, or maybe you don't like see him. It's just like a castle and like the green hood's up and you don't really see anything, but then like they start to go
so
over
sick.
and you start to see a little bit.
Shit. I would lose my shit.
You start to see like a little bit of a metal face, but then it cuts. Like it just cuts before you can
like
see
a bit
anything.
of Thanos where he's like,
right.
Yes. You know what's funny about Doctor Doom, and I never realized this until I actually didn't realize this until I read up on like Captain Marvel and stuff and got into like that lore and the Infinity Gauntlet stuff. Is Doctor Doom is fucking ruthless. Like Jesus, he's a lot bigger than just a Fantastic Four villain.
Yep.
He reminds me of Lex Luthor being as smart as he is.
Yes, he is like the Marvel Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
but way better. But way better. Way more badass. More than just money.
Yeah, I would agree.
You should see what the current Lex Luthor is doing. That's all I'm gonna say.
The current in like what?
Like in current comics, Lex Luthor is like fucking shit up.
Anyway, so Trey, because I really would like to see Galactus. Let's see what Trey has.
Yes.
My theory. So if people wanted to see Secret Wars, like it would end up being like, I would see like maybe it would ending out with like Cap dying, right? His funeral, everybody's together, Nick Fury, everybody, the whole 9 yards. And this is like the Avengers breaking up. Like this is it, no more. Bucky like takes up the shield, or Falcon takes up the shield like in comic books now.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. But then like it gets to Nick Fury and like he like grins a little bit and then he just like turns to Skrull. Like it just makes him into a Skrull.
That'd be cool.
That'd be like a good lead into Secret Wars. But I think like Trevor would say Doctor Doom would be sick. Like if he was the next arc, it would be badass. I like Doctor Doom is like one of my favorite villains.
It would be amazing.
Please. Or like I think they want to go more space side.
They'd have to, right? They have to at this point.
So then like you could incorporate like, oh man, so much. There's so like you could do like the Celestials, you could do like Galactus, like you were saying, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would bring in like the Fantastic Four, and Silver Surfer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if they ended up, like, hitting Dark Phoenix, like, that would bring in the X-Men, and they would just remake that whole storyline because it looks like shit.
Dude, it's going to be so crazy, because if they bring in the X-Men and they don't have Hugh Jackman, which they won't, because I don't think he's doing it. He said he's done. Like, there is never going to be a better Wolverine than Hugh Jackman, right? Like, who could replace Hugh Jackman? Debatable. Like, Hugh Jackman is phenomenal.
I think they could find a better replacement.
Think so?
Honestly, yeah, easily.
I guess we'll just let
there's happen. Some like C-list like actor out there that looks dead on like Logan. Like that's gonna be. There's someone out there that for sure could pick up the Logan reins.
Oof,
oh yeah, Guardians 3. Yeah, I didn't think about that, Fultz. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Now that James Gunn is back on it.
Yeah, now James Gunn is back.
I'm so happy they did that. That was such a stupid reason to get.
But there's so much. I think if they go space side, they would have to do like Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock's
because
he
well, they teased that, and like
he's a huge role. Like in the Infinity War, like saga.
Yeah.
Like he plays a huge role.
Well, and he takes like oh, I don't want to spoil it because I that was another thing I read into when I was reading into a lot of things. Like, so never mind. But like, yeah, Adam is Very big. Actually, maybe. Oh man, maybe he's just in the movie. We don't know.
I mean, it's possible. That'd be nice.
Like, that'd be fantastic.
Like Adam Warlock could be in there. That would be sick. You know.
Maybe Thanos turns into a good guy, and then he's part of the Avengers.
Well, there is in that comic. Is it the newer Infinity thing? Can't remember, but there is a point where he doesn't have the gauntlet, and like they're trying to get the gauntlet back from. I think it's Nebula actually, because she kind of goes crazy and takes it.
Nebula gets the gauntlet,
and then like they have to team up with Thanos in order for him to take the gauntlet back, and then it's just like all over again, like them fighting him. And
oops.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh man, so much.
But man, I would love to see how bad Thanos messes people up in the comic book. I want to see that in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, if Cyclops happens to show up in that movie and like he starts to go after Thanos, I want Thanos to put a glass case around his head like they did in the comic books. I want to see Cyclops, his bitch ass Scott Summers, suffocate in a glass box. Like I hate Cyclops so much. He's such a punk ass bitch.
Wow.
Feelings are real.
Feelings are real.
He gets on my fucking nerves. Fucking Scott.
And I'm sure we'll have another podcast before that comes out. So we'll talk more about the movie when that time comes, I'm sure.
Yeah. For sure. I think that's a good spot to wrap it up here. So appreciate you guys stopping by again. This was episode 54. If you're catching it live, you can also, if you missed maybe the first half, you can always check it out in the next couple days. It'll be on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, and also on YouTube later on as well. We're also live on Twitch most days throughout the week. If you want to catch myself, Trey, and Tim streaming, Tim will be streaming Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Trey will be doing Thursdays and Fridays. So definitely make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can keep up with our streams there. And until 2 weeks from now, we'll see you guys next time.
Later, folks.
See you later, everybody.
Later.